have it today here, right now. So actually, good viewers, you're welcome to the second edition of Pet Dog Talk Show. Talk the Talk. With you today is Fable, your host. Today, last week we went issues, rape to be precise. But this week, guess what? We're talking about politics. Nigerian politics to be precise. Nigerian politics. I don't know how many of you have always you've always wanted to air your opinion about one thing or the other, to say things. Maybe you don't like the way things are going. I don't know how many of you are actually thinking about that, but this is the right opportunity. Please, we have 3 guests on the show today. They'll be coming up to talk about and air their opinion on politics, Nigerian politics. Remember, this show is to provide solutions, so also where you can find solutions to the problem, right? Ranging from bad leadership, corruption, to the likes. And with you today, my partner is going to be here today. We are doing one of our guests, and the person of Henry Jason is going to be interviewing someone. I want you to stay tuned, watch, like, subscribe if you have not, because this time is going to be an amazing time. Thank you.
Good evening, viewers. Today will be another edition of Pseb Talk Show, and I will be the host for today, with Henry. Here with me we have our guest, Franklin Sunday.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Franklin, can you tell us more about yourself?
Well, as you likely said, my name is Franklin Sunday, and I'm a patriotic Nigerian. Thank you.
One more time, thanks for having you here with us, Mr. Franklin. Now, I'll be going straight to the point, in order to not to waste time. And my first question for the day will be problem of Nigeria. What do you think is the problem of Nigeria?
Well, if you put it that way, to me, I'm going to say the problem of Nigeria is bad governance. That's the problem we've been facing since inception. So, I believe if we are able to tackle that, then other problems are just minority.
So you feel the problem you're facing since inception is bad governance?
That's the problem, bad governance.
Okay. So what's the cause of this problem?
Well, greed, they say. Greed. When someone is too ambitious. Those we elected into office to govern us, to make decisions on our behalf, they misuse these opportunities and squander money meant for projects that will benefit the citizen of this nation. So I believe those are the main cause of the fighting today. Bad governance. And the cause is nothing else but greed.
Okay, in other words, you're trying to say now that our government, when it comes to campaign, they come promising us different things. And at the end of the day, when it gets to their office, they won't.
Exactly.
Okay.
During campaign, a person aspiring for any office knows the nook and cranny of his constituency or the country or the states or any places campaigning. But once being elected, after being elected into office, they go back on their promises.
Okay, thanks for saying that, Mr. Franklin. Now let me put this question to you. Let's assume you are also a leader. Probably you had this opportunity to become president of Nigeria. Do you think you won't do the same thing they are doing? Government?
Well. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. There's no one perfect. But in my own little way, like I said, I will make do with the available resources made available. So that's what we call, when I was still in school, that's what we call the public opinion. So you listen to the masses. What is their pain? What is the common man facing? So I believe by the time we start putting one and one together, we'll be able to get something. I'm not saying I'm going to do better or best or better or perfect than the present government we have now. But I'm saying that I will make a difference if I'm opportune to be elected.
Okay. Well, we are not yet.
Thank you.
So I just try to divert.
Let's just assume.
To digress from what we are discussing.
Okay.
So now the next question I'll be asking is, can we blame only the government? Now before you answer that, because I look at it in some way or another, I feel that the government should not be playing the role. Because even our citizens, how are we trying to assist the government? You get to see a situation whereby you have, even at the grassroots of governance, taken into school level, university level, you see student union, even when they still have this opportunity to handle money, little money that there's not almost even cause any problem, but you see everything coming up from there. Now, are you trying to tell me that if government is ready to even help the citizens, those set of people, those kind of people can still, work along with the government? Because we all blame the government, but I think citizens to have a better role to play, not just government.
Well, Mr. Henry, there's something this government said. It says change begins with you. Well, now, though we've been blaming the government all this time, but the governments are not to be blamed alone. If an individual is patriotic and shows concern for the welfare of the nation, they will act accordingly. They will follow the rules and regulations laid down by the authorities. We can't blame the government alone. We also have to work on ourselves. So there are many tax evaders. People don't pay tax, they don't even know what it's called. So I believe if all hands are put on deck, something good will come out of it.
Okay, before I proceed forward, I'll try to bring in this issue of COVID-19, Corona affecting the country, the pandemic affecting the country.
Okay.
We've seen different numbers which has been affected in Nigeria, in which it has taken so many lives. Now, I'm going to say that, okay, like, look at it from this level. We had that government sent some financial assistance to some people, and we still have people saying that they didn't get any, like food, for example. They sent food to some people, but they didn't get any of all this. Why some claim that an individual is the one that is collecting everything? Now, government has made their own, they've played their role by sending what the citizens need. But now, individuals are taking this in the name of I'm a politician, I'm related to this, I'm doing that. So how do you now relate this?
Mr. Henry, you just said government have done their own by sending out this money out, right? By sending out, where we did.
But so I was saying that what do you like the government, sharing, giving things out, and at the end of the day, you still find out that an individual is the one collecting everything and it's not getting to the end of it.
Well, Mr. Henry, like you said, the government's giving out. We went there when the government actually disbursed these palliatives. We only heard it. So, a government that is willing to indeed help its citizen during this COVID-19 pandemic, we at least, CBN has verified accounts of each individual, a BVN verified account. What's stopping the government from sending money into those accounts? How will a government pack money and hand it over to a body and says, share this money among the people? Nigeria is the most populated black nation on the surface of the earth. Who and who are going to come out to claim this money? Who is going to come out to collect this money? If indeed the government is willing to share this money, they should share this money. They should have shared this money through individual accounts. So, to me, I believe that's a hoax.
Okay.
They just said what we wanted to hear.
Well, see some people they'll tell you that they got one or two things. But let's leave that. Now, what do you think is the solution to this problem facing the country now?
Mr. Harry, if you ask me about the solution, I don't know. I don't know. According to our youth now, you see, if you ask me now, who I go ask? So, but all I know is that let the right agency come in. Let the right things be put in place. Let the money meant for one project or the other be properly used. Let greed and self-interest alone not be the only agenda of our respected leaders. Right. So, once the leader has the interest of his citizens at heart, they will know what to do.
But before we go to the way forward and finish up the day, I would like to say this. We of course you'll be familiar with the saying, youth are the leaders of tomorrow, children are leaders of tomorrow. Now, And we saw in the previous election
Okay.
that came up, and we saw youth rising up, and youth want to lead, they want to take over power and all that. Now, do you think that that's one of the what we need going in Nigeria, youth taking over power? Because left to me, I'm not going to see that as an alternative at all, because the youth we're having today, you see, he's coming out shouting Malians. Do you think those are the youth that can lead Nigeria or take Nigeria forward?
Mr. Henry, let me come in there. Youth standing up, coming out to run for government. Well, a youth came out in the name of Showori, contested the election and he lost. But after some months, we started feeling the hardship. This same man came out and said Nigerians should rally around for a protest, a peaceful protest. But why? The government said it was trying to cause confusion, heresy, blasphemy, and this. They arrested him on no account. Now, a government that said the youth are free to come out and contest for any post. A government that said that yes, we have the right to voice out our own opinion, public hearing and everything. But later in turn, arrest you for saying too much. Is that the government you say is for the youth? Okay, right from inception, we've been led by these old men, these grandpas, coming in after some people spending some numbers of times ruling us during the military era, still coming back during this democracy, the white agbada, just to come and take out of the national cake. Until today, we've not seen any change. And you made mention of the youth shouting Malians, good. Well, they are well respected youths in the community, in this nation, who don't even know the meaning of Malians. Some have never even heard it before. So
there was sorry for cutting you. There was this trend going on social media some time ago saying Mali, who happens to be an musician in Nigeria, wanted to contest for president or is going to contest for president in Nigeria. So now, do you see such person coming out? Okay, becoming president. Being president. Do you see that?
If you were a party leader, will you give the ticket of any post to Naramali?
If he's interested, it's the boy that is the
okay, accepted. If Naramali should declare his interest publicly that he wants to run for any post or any office, he's free. It is not left for the citizens of the nation to decide, is this the type of person we want? Are you getting what I'm saying? So it is left for the individuals to decide. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Siphon.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome. I will very soon be having other guests that will be coming into the show and also give us their own side of our story and hear from them. And Siphon, you might also get some questions. So if we'll be getting different questions, just get ready to
no problem.
come back to
I'm
you
always
and for the
available.
answer. Thanks one more time for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Good day. My name is Awolowo. Politics, as you know, is simply the administration and managing of people's day-to-day affairs. Well, this is not an easy task. They're coming to Nigerian politics to decipher, to explain Nigerian politics or what it is and how one views Nigerian politics and the status of Nigerian politics. Well, there's no way we talk about Nigerian politics without highlighting the northern and southern amalgamation of 1914 to the point of 1960 independence, the First Republic, Second Republic, Third Republic, and all the political actors and dramatic personae up to date. Well, all these things are not new to each and every one of us, and all the characters and the role that they have played. But the most important thing where I would like to take us to is the major characters which I have highlighted to the leaders and followers. Where we are today is as a result of the roles that the leaders have played and also the roles that the followers have played. However, that's the major point that we need to point out. Now, the leaders, so to say, are people that find we have been hammering complaints on, we say they have done this, they did that, our leaders are bad, they are corrupt, no doubt. They are not good. A lot of cases of siphoning of funds, yes, some major problems that we face. But on the part of the followers, what are we doing too? have we really done our part towards seeing the development of the nation? We are shouting, we complain like we really need a revolution. If truly there is a case or we ought to have a revolution, are the people willing and ready to stand up for such? That's a major question that we need to ask ourselves. So Nigerian politics today, part of the problem is that of followers not being ready to stand up and speak up. Yes, on our own part. Fine, the leaders are corrupt. Nigerian politics is also bad, good. But the followers, is it the case that when it comes to time of election, we stand out to collect money just to sell our vote, 2,000, 3,000 naira? Is that what we stand for? Or the part that honorable senators will always complain that some complain that the people build them, they are okay, some people want to do wedding, they will call honorable, want to do burial, you call this, you call that. So there's no how these people know siphon funds. When you place all your, for example, I am in the House of Representatives, and my families, they all feel that at that point, during the time that I'm there, they have to live large, they have to enjoy life. So these are many things that are many problems that people that we don't know that we followers will contribute and will put in place. That means that you have to be the change that you want to see in your country. So if we must change that political structure from being plutocratic and gerontocratic in nature, then definitely we ourselves we need to put action into what we do, and we need to start correcting things from the little parts that we can do it. So, and via that means we can directly start having the power and the point to say no, these things is things that we want to change. We can be righteous enough to say no, we want this to change. We can be righteous enough to criticize leaders if they are doing wrong. So these are my little observations and my own pure advice and solution towards changing the Nigerian political terrain.
My name is Awolowo. In current problems that we are facing in Nigeria, we are automatically talking about politics. And when we talk about politics in Nigeria, we are automatically talking about corruption. And when we are talking about corruption, we are talking about bad government. Yeah, what are the problems that we're facing in Nigeria? Bad economy, bad roads, and the major problem that we are facing is actually the word corruption. Although the current government is actually claiming that they are fighting against corruption, but how can you fight a corruption when you are being biased? And when I talk about being biased, I'm talking about you fighting corruption against those who are not in the same party with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, APC. We all know that the APC government is actually in charge of the whole thing now. So they are not actually after those who have invested money. Okay, for instance now, I'm an APC member. So the APC government is actually fighting against corruption. So you wouldn't actually expect APC to come after me. So if you are not part of the party, then you would actually be pursued for fighting for I think selfish interest, godfatherism, and buying and selling of votes. Godfatherism in the sense that we all know it is very common in Nigeria. Yeah, because talking about the Lagos State government, I wouldn't mention any name. You all know that we are basically talking about one man called Jagaban, and that one is actually the one ruling Lagos. Any governor or any individual whatsoever that might have interest in becoming the governor of Lagos State, you must actually know Jagaban. And if you don't know Jagaban, you are not going anywhere. Even the president is being influenced by some certain set of people. What are the solutions to the current problems that we're facing in Nigeria, bad economy and some other things? When we talk about economy, economy is actually one of those things that they use to measure the country's prestige. So economy, in order to have good economy and some other things, I really don't know, but I think there should be this kind of change of government. We should have this kind of president that have this, this full knowledge about how to tackle economical problems. Yeah, we've had some presidents in the past that have actually tried to put the economy of Nigeria in good shape. But this current government is not really doing so well. Although they are trying to fight corruption in their own way, but there is this kind of partiality. And apart from that, solution to corruption, there is no lasting solution to corruption. There would always be corruption in Nigeria, no matter what. But there should be this kind of drastic change of government. Like those people that have been in government or that have always been in government should excuse that all those political power, and like a new set of people should come there. And I wouldn't talk about maybe revolution but I think that's one of those things that we need in Nigeria. Though we don't pray for that, but for there to be a lasting solution in Nigeria, we might actually need a revolution. Thank you.